Let's get this thing going, dude. You don't want to be here.
You keep saying that. I do want to be here.
We have a double boa boot in front of us right here.
Yeah, it's kind of the hot buzz around the industry right now.
Everybody's talking about boa, so we figured why not do another podcast about it.
I'm waiting for next season. Actually, is coming out. It's 4 individual boas.
Yep.
Where buckles used to live, and then you can just use 4 boas.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? And then
I like it.
I actually saw some prototypes for 2 seasons from now, and buckles, 4 buckles as opposed to 4 boas is after that.
So we're just going full circle here.
History does repeat itself.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, in all seriousness, a lot of manufacturers have double boa boots coming out. If we're going to be frank about this whole thing, we're not fully into the double boa lifestyle.
No, why not?
It feels more difficult to like fine tune tension and pressure around the cuff of the boot and then around like your ankle and heel. Like for me personally, I've got a pretty small calf. Calf or calve?
I noticed.
Leg. I have a small leg.
Calf.
Yeah. With a cow?
Yeah.
Oh.
My calves were raised on a farm.
Right. Anyway, so like I have to tighten it down quite a bit to make it feel solid at the top of the cuff.
Yeah. And
just
by like your leg isn't strong, your arm isn't strong, so you can't crank that thing tight enough.
That's exactly right. I should start going to the gym. But I have to tighten it down so much, and by the time I get the cuff tight, the ankle is too tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's one of the things. And then also like huge barrier to entry for me, and I think speaking for, we do a lot of boot fits, watching people put on boots, like it's not the easiest thing to put on. This boot, double boa boots in general, are wildly difficult to put on. Like the cable is in the way. There's a lot of cable to manage yourself. So I'm picturing, skiers who just want to get in and out of boots easily. Like that's one of the reasons why some people come in to buy new boots, just flat out. They sit down, hey, what's the reason for new boots? My boots suck to put on. Yeah. I want something easy to put on. And this is going like backwards in that direction. So I don't see that being like a huge improvement. I understand boa on the lower shell. It does do a good job.
Completely.
Wrapping the foot, like you look at buckles, they wrap a little bit, and you start crushing the top of your foot. The boa, harder to do that on the lower shell.
For sure.
Up top, buckles wrap really well there.
Yeah.
So to me...
And it's way less... I mean, my instant thought when I see the double boa is this part of your leg is not nearly... talking about the cuff area, it's not nearly as sensitive as the top of your foot, so it's not as important to fine tune that area.
Buckles were great there,
right?
Like I don't think I'll seek out like a double boa boot for myself.
No,
mostly because I also think that like getting in and out of a boot easily is nice.
Yeah, I
don't feel like dealing with struggling every morning. I don't need to wake up and have a full-blown wrestling match in the parking lot with my boots.
Yes, this is coming from somebody who swears by the Atomic Ultra.
Yeah, like not an easy boot to put on.
Not a super easy boot,
but way easier to put on, even cold, than these are at 70 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, but you're going to see a lot of them. I mean, like everyone has one. I think the only manufacturer that stands out that I right off the top of my head that doesn't have a double boa boot is Lang? Technica? Lang does have a boa boot coming out in a higher volume fit.
Yeah, I saw that.
Single boa, lower shell.
Mm-hmm.
And Technica, I believe, has it on also like a higher volume fit, single boa, lower shell. But I don't think either of those guys do a double boa. And I don't think they're planning on one for next season.
Yep.
And, I'm with them. They should run like a buckle up campaign.
Ooh.
You
got a name.
Yeah. We could trademark that and sell it to them.
Yeah.
But no, you'll see a lot of it. I think BOA, the actual company itself, was the huge driving factor in putting more BOAs on boots. Obviously, they're trying to sell more BOAs,
right?
Make more of like a splash in the ski boot world.
Yeah.
My fear here is like if you now have more BOAs on boots and they become known for being more difficult, more of a hassle, you're going to kind of kill some of the strides they made by putting it on the lower shell.
Right.
You know, you'll get like a bad taste in your mouth from consumers.
Yeah.
And
like it's just already veering towards like too much too fast.
Yeah, too big too quick.
When the lower shell thing is just starting to pick up. Like this was the first year where you're seeing a lot of consumers with.
Yeah, it was starting to pick up and like also like not stabilize, but is becoming more normal.
Regular.
Yeah.
Like
it's everywhere.
When we first got the Supra 2.5, 3 years ago, whatever it was, like it was like a thing. When you brought that boot down into a boot fit, you pull that boot out of the box and kind of like the first note is,
what is that?
New closure system. And now it's not unusual to have 2 or 3 boots in a boot fit.
Like everyone's got one.
Yeah. Everyone's doing it.
Which is fine. It does a good job down there. I don't think it does as good of a job up top. But, hey, we'll see. I mean, we'll ski in some of them. We'll have some on people's feet. See what's going on. I mean,
yeah,
we do enough boot fits here, and a lot of us know how to, you know, kind of tell right off the bat what's going to be good and what's not going to be good. And the boots themselves are great. Like once you're in there, it's like they're good boots. Like they haven't messed up ski boots at all.
Right.
But they've just made some of the all day like creature comforts, getting in and out of boots, figuring out how tight to have the cuff. They've just made that a little bit more difficult. And I don't think we need to be making ski boots more difficult than they already are.
Yeah.
Enough people are already intimidated by ski boots, but, you know, adding another step in something that people need to learn or relearn may not be the best thing.
Right. And another thing with buckles is it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to get the calf area on a buckle ski boot to be really tight.
Yeah, appropriately tight.
Right.
Yeah.
But like I'd say it's more common for skiers to have a preference to like really go tight in this area than the bottom part of the boot. Mm-hmm. And the double boa, the boa on the cuff looks like it would take a lot of effort to get tight in that area.
I feel like I'd be messing around with it all day.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But you'll see a lot of them. And you've got Supra, double boa.
Yep.
They're calling it double dial. I think a lot of people are calling it double dial. Nordica, double dial. Atomic.
Oh, I was wondering what the DD was.
Yeah, double D.
130 double D.
Yeah, double dial.
I mean, that was the first joke I was going to make when I saw that boot. But I was waiting for the appropriate time to fit it in. George.
You got Atomic's got one. Everyone's got one except, again, like I think Lang and Lang and Technica.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Lang even has a boa coming.
I know. And our Lang rep was, you know, confiding in us that maybe he was nervous to not have one in his repertoire. It's French.
Are you talking? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
are you talking about single or double?
Double.
Yeah.
And he kind of mimicked what we were saying in the sense that he, after throwing some on, didn't feel like he was missing out on anything not having double boa boots to offer.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, next season will be a huge tell. People are going to have them in stores. We'll have them. And customers are going to put them on, and they'll know kind of pretty quickly whether they like it or not. Obviously, like with single boa, there will be the people that seek it out, want it because it's new, it's hot, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are the people that are going to be interested in learning about it, and that's going to be the huge tell because like the customers that are more open-minded kind of steer the direction of
for sure
the way ski industry.
For sure. And I think with any new development or innovation, there's always going to be the immediate no's. Like
totally,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean,
buckle boots have been working great.
Yep.
For certain people, and
we'll see though.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
I do always appreciate the ability to make boa puns.
Yeah.
Dial it in.
Yep.
Buckle it in.
Yep.
Dial it back.
Dial it down. Dial it up. Dial up.
Crank it.
Crank
forward. Yeah. Yeah. But
I was at
yeah, Joe, we just want to get an update on like where you're at with all the new gear coming out, because you avoided the podcast last week.
I was busy.
We haven't even talked to you about this Armada boot.
Yeah, Armada boot.
Heard your thoughts on the new Technica Mach LV.
Both of those, I love both of those.
Those slap.
They the new Mach LV. I mean, the Mach LV has been a popular boot for us for a long time. So obviously, when they told us that they were going to be overhauling and revamping the boot itself, new mold, it's kind of scary. You're like, oof, like that boot. That's a great boot.
Yeah.
How do you make it better without ruining it? But they know how to build boots over there. And I skied in that boot a week and a half ago or so for the first time, and it was fantastic. Like my usual everyday boot is the Ultra. And I hate to say it because I'm an Atomic fanboy. Everyone knows it.
Yeah. You don't hide it.
That Mach LV is a fantastic skiing boot. Smooth, powerful. We were nervous that, we know that the current season Mach LV and the 120 and the 130 are like burly, powerful ski boots. They ski really, really well. And the new Mach LV is a much lighter construction, like physically a lighter weight boot. And generally when you get rid of material in ski boots, they don't feel quite as smooth, stable, powerful, responsive. And they fucking killed it though. I mean, it's a great fit. It's 3 millimeters taller across the instep.
Yeah.
Like that was the huge improvement. A lot of people that we've fit into Mach LVs, either before they go out and ski in them or shortly after their first couple of ski days, they're back in here and we're grinding down the boot board, the Zeppa, to like create space across the instep and top of the foot. We're going to be doing way less of that.
Yeah.
So it's just a major improvement. It's not like a sloppy fit. Like they didn't just make it a bucket of an LV. It's still true low volume fit. Fits well. The liner update is incredible. And I like the fact that, a lot of people come in here and one of their gripes with older ski boots or rental boots is they're heavy.
Yeah.
So like people appreciate a lightweight feel in a ski boot, and now that Technica has like a lightweight offering, that skis like a heavy boot, is awesome.
Yeah,
and it looks good too.
That plastic is easier to get into too.
Yeah, a boot's easy to slide on.
Yeah,
way easier than a double boa.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much
for sure.
But that's a great boot. I haven't personally skied in the new AR1, but Matt has, Kirby has, and they also have like relatively particular taste in ski boots that they like, and they both said that boot was a win. A Cabrio boot that skis like a two-piece overlap boot is incredible.
Yeah.
And the liner in that boot is awesome. I learned also that in the AR1 boots in general, they offer it in a couple of different flexes. I think 90, 110, 130.
Yeah.
All three of those have the same liner.
Yeah. I said they didn't dumb it down.
No.
Yeah.
And like
I was listening to, shout out Blister. I listened to their episode on the AR1 boot, and
that was with Matt Ream, right?
Yeah, I forget. And I'm blanking on his name. Briggs, the boot product manager for Armada.
Branson?
Yes.
Yeah. Should we pull it up? Pull it up, Jamie.
Branson.
I followed him.
Well, now I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad. We just weren't prepared for this.
No. All right. Anyway, while you pull that up, so we can give them a shout out, I was listening to that pod, and I think they said that the 110 still has the same liner and bells and whistles as the 130 because some of the athletes, some of the free ski athletes, more park-oriented guys, might still prefer a softer boot.
I'm not going to be able to find it, but shout out that guy. Yeah. But they still like a good liner.
Exactly. And that is kind of like the driving force behind a lot of times I'll just like be talking to people and they're like, oh, should I go 110, 120, 130? And it's just like, well, like the 130 has the best liner. That's going to last you the longest. So it's like, just go into the stiffer boot.
Yeah.
It's got the nicer.
Yeah. It's much different than what basically every other manufacturer is doing.
Right.
Which, whether that's good, different, bad, different, I'm not fully sure, but I think it's good. Like everyone gets into a good liner regardless of their flex preference.
Yeah.
And it fits really well. It's like a tighter fitting, more precise fitting MV.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Which is cool. Yeah.
So I'm curious to ski that. I'll get out on that soon, hopefully. We got some snow here now. Snowing in the East Coast.
It's snowing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
awesome.
Exciting.
I love it.
I had to shovel today.
I shoveled today too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had to brush your car off because you don't have a brush for your car.
I don't have a snow brush. So if anybody wants to donate one of those to the podcast, that'd be great.
Yep. Birthday's right around the corner.
Yeah. It's coming right up. It's coming right up in May.
Yep. Just in time for a snow brush. They're on sale at that point too.
And then, I mean, that would be one of those gifts that's like in May it would feel weird, but then once winter came around, I'd be like, this is the best birthday gift I got last year.
Yep.
Probably be the only gift I got.
You might get a lot of them now because I'm going to buy you one for sure.
That would be nice. So yeah.
Yeah, so new boots.
We got some new boot stuff.
Exciting.
Really exciting.
New boots are always exciting. We got a lot of new skis. Not as many as last year, but some like key models are.
Yeah, we have like exciting new skis.
Yeah, new offering from Black Crows, the Sato.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 88 millimeters.
It's kind of be like a...
It's the little brother to the Serpo.
Okay. So more narrow Serpo.
A little bit more forgiving. I think it's $700 too, which is awesome. Yeah. Like, I'm not... Like a Black Crows that skis well for $700 is cool. Mm-hmm. No metal. So definitely little brother to the Serpo, but
yeah. And I tend to no metal?
No.
Oh.
No, so easy to ski, but still has all the performance characteristics you generally want out of an 88 millimeter waisted ski.
Yeah.
That's exciting to think about. New Mavericks.
Excited about that.
Yes.
They look sick.
You have to look like a good skier to be a good skier, and Atomic knows that.
Yep.
So they always crush the graphics.
New bank graphics.
Yep. A little bit of a separation from the current year.
They went brown. Flush it down with some brown. You know what they say.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's a whiskey. It's a bourbon thing. You pervert.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking poop. Yeah, so we'll get out on those.
That's an Always Sunny reference, by the way.
I know I haven't watched as much as you'd like me to.
No.
What else is new what else are we going to be testing?
QSTs.
QSTs.
Yep.
Yeah, Matt was out on those and said, the current QSTs are good skis if the snow is good.
Yes.
You can kind of tell that the skis are built for softer, more forgiving snow, whether that's side of the trail or if you're just always skiing at Alta. Mm-hmm. And now they have a ski in that 94 and 100 that a little bit more directional, holds into a turn, which is good. You can finish a turn on a QST now.
Yep.
They look awesome.
Thank you for telling me this. Matt's such a bully. I asked him about the QST, and he's like,
tell you?
You're gonna hate it. It's not a noodle."
Yeah, he's gatekeeping that from you though.
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting to add to like the all mountain offering.
Yep.
It looks good. It's black. Yep. Well, I think it comes in a different color, but the black is a cool one in the 94.
I saw colors.
Yeah, there's colors, but the black is hype.
Okay.
Looks awesome in person.
I'll take your word for it.
Looks good on snow.
Yeah.
You ever realize like how much better skis look on snow versus on a wall?
On snow. I say that so much to customers, and they'll like laugh at me because it just sounds like I'm just hyping it up. Like everything looks better on snow.
But it does.
And it does.
Have you gone through the album that Matt sent us from his demo day at Pico?
No.
skis in the rack. Yeah, he had like a good hour in the morning when he was there. They lost power on that demo day, so he just kind of like cruised around the tents and sniped some photos of all the hot new gear. And that guy's a whiz with a camera, or all skis look good on snow.
Yeah.
So unsure.
Yeah.
Could be both, but I think it's just all skis look good on snow. He can't be that good with a camera.
For sure.
But those are exciting.
Yep.
Some new, the ski that I think I'm most curious to ski is Nordica's new multi-pista.
Yep.
It's, and this is in our reps words, enforcer tip, beer league racer body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's got some like
accessible kind of
a little bit easier turn initiation than you'd find in like a
Doberman.
Yeah, than a real Doberman. It lives in the Doberman family.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna like kick the shit out of you all day if you're not skiing 100% all the time.
Right.
Which I like because I'm a casual cruiser.
Right. I'm skiing like 110% all the time.
Yeah. You'd be a multi-gara guy. I'm a multi-pista guy.
Multi-gara is just
enforcer tip,
a classy name.
Enforcer tip, beer league body. I mean, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm built for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm built like.
Yeah.
We got to start over. But no, that's exciting. Like, I think we're going to see, or I'd like to see in the next couple of seasons, next season.
I'm going to have to delete that, huh?
More of a desire for people to get out on like some real carving skis. Like everyone's got a good all mountain ski, but I think, any skier, if you put them on like even an entry level carving ski, they're like, oh, like shit.
Mm-hmm.
These carve way better than my 92 millimeter waisted all mountain skis. You just do. And they're a ton of fun to be on.
Yeah.
Good option to add to the quiver.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Fisher has a new ski called the Noise.
The Noise?
Noise? Yeah.
It's kind of a sick name.
Kind of a cool name.
Yeah.
I think their thing there, they're doing something weird with construction to keep the ski quiet, and they're like, why don't we just market the piss out of it?
What's the deal?
Same sort of thing, like Carver.
Yeah. Okay.
Easy-ish to ski. Looks good.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Will Weston got a pro model.
Who's that?
Skier for line. Traveling circus guy.
Yeah, what kind of ski did he get?
The line blend with his name on it, and they did a wolf graphic, which was like a homage to an old line anthem ski, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Vocal Revolt.
Yeah.
Is being rebuilt.
Yeah, that 101.
Yeah, kind of sweet.
Similar kind of story almost to the QST. I mean, that's definitely more of a freestyle inspired ski, but they made that 101 like more directional. Like you saw the tail shape on that.
Yeah.
Looks like it would actually, hold up.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, they're doing a weird thing with the. I don't. They're like going more directional with some of those skis and
more freestyle with the others.
Freestyle shape with some of the others.
Yeah. It's a good way to break up a line.
Yeah, for sure. And then, anything else new? Armada's new graphics are sick.
Yeah, they look great on snow.
That's to be expected.
What is your take on the two graphic offerings for the ARV? Because they've got the Mad Steez.
The more the better.
And then they have the all black.
Yeah, they went all black, which is sweet.
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't dislike either one.
Yeah.
So that probably steers my opinion towards pro. But if they did one that was like tough and one
they both look good.
That was good, that'd be different.
Well, it's cool. Like when they have the whole collection laid out left to right, widest to most narrow, it's like a full mural.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But if you were going to buy one, like if I was like, Garrett, I'm getting you a gift.
I'd have to look at the art again.
Just gut instinct. Are you doing ARV 100 in Mad Steez or black?
Probably just go one of each.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see people doing that. That does not make things easier. It really wasn't what I was asking. What if that wasn't an option?
No, black is sweet.
You would go all black?
Yeah, the black ones are sweet.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know. I feel like that's more my steez, but
more of your Steez is less Mad Steez.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mad Steez is Maud Raymond. She makes the graphics. She's a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to touch on, anything else on products, by the way? Just before we move on. Because X Games.
That's coming up.
We got the Extreme Games going on this whole weekend, and I want to use this as an opportunity to promote to anyone in the Boston area. We are doing an event at the Sporting Club in Seaport. It's the sweet sports bar in the Omni Hotel.
That bar is great.
Free event. We're doing a watch party for the Thursday night. I think the date is January 23rd.
Yep.
Let me double check.
That is the 23rd.
All right, so the 23rd, we're going to be doing a Ski Monster times the Sporting Club watch party. It's going to be on all the TVs. They have 12 TVs there. It's huge. It's massive. I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's
That's only
sweet.
12 TVs?
All right, maybe they have like 100.
Feels like they got 100 TVs.
Maybe they have. I think it's quality, not quantity.
You might be right, but that place is great.
This Thursday at the Sporting Club, come by. We're doing a watch party for Ski Knuckle Huck. Oh, I should pull up the events, but it's Ski Knuckle Huck, which is like the best X Games event right now.
Yeah.
That is like the most fun for the casual viewer. It's just, that's the thing I'm most excited for.
Where is the X Games this year?
Aspen, every year.
Is it every year?
Yeah. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I'm detached from that part of the world.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me just pull up the flyer with all the details real quick. All right. So we got, doesn't specify everything. All right. So we got Ski Knuckle Huck, Snowboard Big Air. This is embarrassing, dude.
You're supposed to know this stuff.
I know.
This is your podcast.
I know. All right. So at 7 p.m., it's women's Ski Knuckle Huck. At 7:45, it's men's Ski Knuckle Huck. At 8:45, it's women's Snowboard Big Air. At 10 p.m., it is men's Snowboard Super Pipe. So
Sick.
Sweet list of events. So those are all going to be on the TVs. And we're going to be doing a little giveaway with lift tickets to Bretton Woods and 2-night stay at the Omni at Mount Washington.
I love that place.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could walk away an absolute winner.
Yep.
And we have Ski Monster gift cards, and it'll all be offered as if you attend the event, your name will be put in the bucket, and we're going to pull names at the end of the night, and people are going to be walking away with some goodies. I don't even know if I just mentioned everything that's going to be offered, but Joe's going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Yep.
Joe is going to sell his Bruins tickets.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm only selling those if you can guarantee replacement tickets.
We'll see what my guy can do. I'll have to hit up my bookie.
Okay. You let me know what he says, and we'll make moves from there.
This Thursday night, January 23rd, watch party at the Omni Boston Sporting Club.
Yep.
At the Sporting Club at Omni. It's going to be a hell of a time, and you could win some free stuff. What's better than that? Come watch X Games.
Mm-hmm.
Have a couple Krispies.
Yep.
And it's just going to be good vibes. Trying to get more stoke around skiing in this city.
I mean, it's easy when there's snow on the ground. Look outside.
Yeah. It's a winter wonderland out there.
Yeah.
We should go hit some urban.
I don't know about that.
Fire up the winch. What was I going to say? But no, it's cool. I've never heard of an X Games watch party, so I thought it was a good idea. And shout out to my soon-to-be wife, Hannah, over at Omni. She kind of helped set this whole thing out.
Yeah.
And
where would you be without her?
probably in a ditch.
Yeah. Definitely no watch party, I'll tell you that much.
No. Certainly would not be having a watch party. How are we doing on time?
Not so good.
Oh, you are close.
We're cutting it close.
All right, well, we have a couple questions from the story real
All right,
quick.
let's just rip through those.
Rapid fire these. All right, so I threw up a story on the Instagram, the Boston Ski Party Instagram. Go follow it. I said ski boot questions, and we got a few. Chad's Gap Official.
Okay.
Solid meme account. Shout out Chad's Gap. How many boas are too many boas?
Oof. We might be getting close.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say there. I mean, I don't think we can put another one on there, again, unless we do what I said before, which was a joke. 4 individual boas.
4 boa boot.
Yeah.
All right. Then my boy, Spragucci. Shout out to Sprager. He said, are zip fits worth the bread?
That's a good question. I don't know if we have
we're going to figure that out.
We don't know if we have like a full amount of time to really walk through that. For people that are, skiing a lot, like a dense liner, long-winded, like short, long answer short is yes, sure.
Sure.
But average everyday skiers, like I would never use a zip fit.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a lot of work to get fit properly.
Yeah.
We've had people come in like after season them and they're like, these things just don't break in.
Yeah.
And the material in the heel kind of like falls and settles in funky areas.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not using it every day, you're not skiing 100 days a season, I don't know if they're necessarily like one of the best things you can add to a boot. They're great liners. Do not get me wrong. Like they build an awesome liner.
Yeah.
But might be too much.
A lot of brands do.
Yeah. A lot of brands are building really awesome liners.
Yeah.
So it's tough to like buy a new boot with a good liner, and then you're like, let me just drop $400 on an okay liner that's probably as good as this, and then it's going to be a lot of work to break in.
You got to ski in it a lot to break it in.
Yeah, but it's a good liner.
We'll dive deeper on zip fits on this podcast when we have more time.
Totally.
And we're going to try to ski in them this year.
Yep.
All right, the last one I have is Ty Williams. Shout out Ty. Oh, also Spragucci, you're my boy. I know that the only thing you care about is saving weight in a ski boot, so don't worry about zip fits, bro.
Take the liner out.
Yeah.
Just ski shells.
Ski shells only. Socks and shells.
Yep.
Ty Williams says, boots with the lowest forward lean angle. Guy must want an upright boot.
You mentioned this to me before we started the pod. I don't know if he's asking lowest forward lean, like what's the most upright boot, or lowest forward lean, like which one is leaned
the lowest.
Yeah. Meaning like most forward lean.
Yeah.
Most boots that you're buying right now are like a 15-degree forward lean.
Yeah.
Some are closer to like 13. Some are closer to 17.
Mm-hmm.
17 is preferred by, harder charging skiers. Matt Berkowitz is a 17 degrees forward lean guy all day, every day. He won't ski in anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I notice a difference between 12 and a half, 15, and 17. For like my everyday boot, I like 15. We do a lot of standing around. We do a lot of time in lift lines.
Mm-hmm.
More comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But that forward lean number is not like the end all be all of to how a boot is going to ski.
Right.
Like a mock LV, for example, advertised forward lean angle, 12 and a half degrees.
Yeah.
You can still get forward on that boot.
Right.
Really easily. Still feels like the whole ski is accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Good power transfer. And that's that's a much lower forward lean angle than 17.
Yep.
So good question. More of a personal preference thing at that point, I'd say. Like you'll see in like race boots, those are closer to 17. But those people aren't in their boots all day.
Right.
They're in their boots for a minute and a half.
Right. And when they are in their boots, they're doing that like weird, like
they're always forward
ski pole lean thing.
Yeah. So the like similar to our zip fit issue here is we need more time. We'll dive deeper into forward lean. We can talk more about what does what, how that's affected. Because again, like it's not just forward lean. There's ramp angle. There's the bindings you're using. There's the boots you're using. Yeah. All that stuff kind of works together.
That's right.
But lowest, I mean, if you're looking for the most upright boot out there, go buy a rental.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Give them an offer they can't refuse at the rental shop.
Yep. Give me your tallest, most
straight up.
Give us your most straight up boot.
Straight up. I need a straight up boot.
And if you like a little bit more of an aggressive forward lean, Atomics, you can move those to 17.
What about backwards lean for some stees?
Yeah.
If you want to work on your your after bang, ask for a negative backward lean boot.
Yeah.
So you can just be wheeling in the back seat all day long.
Or if you're like me and you just like skiing in the back seat, get something that leans
would
backwards.
Actually make your calves feel better, probably.
I don't know about that.
You're fighting the forward lean all day.
Yeah, I want to lean back.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the wheelchair down the entire mountain without.
No, I'm saying that a backward lean boot would probably make your calves feel better if you're in the back seat.
Probably.
Because it's not fighting the resistance of a forward lean boot.
Or just ski in walk mode. Then you have variable forward lean.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
All right, Gary, that was a good one. That was a quick one.
I think you got to get out of here.
I do. I got an appointment.
Well, thank you for sitting down with me.
Thank you for having me. And you're welcome for having you.
Change the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we? All right.
Are we going to kiss?